Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've been getting really into Coral Island, and I just love everything about it so far. So I thought I'd make a ranking about the dateables on the island. So I just want to preface my tier ranking. So this is a tier list I found from Sarah Sunstone, another Coral Island YouTuber. Yeah, so I just found this. Let me just add one row though. We have to add one more. Just one. Okay, so this is gonna be the new dateable row. And now we are gonna be adding the meh category. Because just for the extra drama, why not? So actually, I really like all of the character designs in this game. I think the art is amazing, and I love how it's based off of Indonesia. It has a lot of inspiration from Southeast Asia as well, because a lot of the food and culture I saw is also similar to some of the food I grew up eating, like rambutan, and other stuff like that. So I think it's just a really cool game to see so much diversity in. So that's why I'm super excited for this game, and I can't wait to just rank all the datables. Okay, so let's see who's first. Let's go with Ben. Okay, let's just read his quick bio, really quick, just to make sure we get to see how his personality is. So Ben is a nomad who lives in a caravan station in the forest. You knock on the windows in the weekend, and he might have some random things to sell. On some days he isn't in the forest. He's presumed to be driving to the another side of the island. Oh, so maybe we can actually see Ben in different locations with actually, his van and just other key locations. I think that'd be really cool. So I think he's like a hippie, right? I think he is into green tea and other stuff like that. I think he's cool. I'm gonna put him in meh. I'm sorry, I'm not really into hippies, and I don't think we'd actually vibe really well. I think that's the hard part about this tier list is because I'm going off of personality and who we would vibe with. So I think that is where I would put him for now. I'm not too sure. You know, we'll see him more in the game when it officially comes out, and maybe my rankings will change. So this is not official. It's just pre-rankings before playing the game. Okay, next up we have Alice. And Alice is so cute. She was so pretty. So we're gonna put her. Well, let's read her description. So Alice is a sister to Suki, and this is Suki right here. And she has a niece, which is Suki's daughter, and then her ex brother in laws. Okay, so she likes minced jackfruit pies. Okay, and green smoothies. So she's healthy. Okay. And she dislikes pizza. Alice, you're terrible. So her and her twin sister Suki, they run and own the Coral Inn by the beach. So she looks to be more on the chill side, possibly vegan. But I don't know if they're actually vegans in this game. I'm gonna put her in cute. I think not liking pizza is like a big issue. I'm sorry. I love pizza. It's so good. Okay, now let me see. So I'm pulling up the wiki so I can get some background information on some of these characters. So now we have Charles, and he is a doctor, and he likes burritos, but he dislikes flowers. No, 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 no. Okay, so it says he uses his free time catching up with the islanders at the tavern, and he goes around spitting medical advice. Bad luck seems to have its way with Charles. In his youth, he was disowned by his parents. Oh my god, so sad. He worked his way through medical school. We love that. We love resilience and perseverance. And when he finally thought he could catch a break by almost marrying the love of his life, sorrow came running through the door and he caught them cheating. That's so sad. They called off the wedding and he has since been heartbroken. Oh my god, that's so sad. And I don't know why the wiki says this, but he now lives with an overgrown frat boy, Scott. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. Let's see. See, I like Charles. I think it's inspiring what he went through, but I'm gonna put him in Dateable. You know, I just I don't know. From his little short story, it's too sad, and it's like I'd rather just be his friend. Okay, now who's next? It's Eva or Ava. Okay, she has residency in the Coral Inn and she likes red velvet cake. Me too. Cookies. Oh my god, me too. And she likes orchids. Oh my gosh. Honestly, so far she's the one I vibe with the most. But she does dislike garlic. And I actually love garlic, but that's okay. It's not like something like it's not like a major deal breaker like with pizza. So Eva, she is a happy-go-lucky baker who works at the general store. She enjoys talking to the islanders, be it local, new, visitors, everyone, and is good friends with a lot of them. Currently, Eva or Ava doesn't have a lot of savings, but when she does, she dreams to visit more exotic place. Oh my god, so she's a traveler. I love that. According to the islanders, Ava is always a delight to talk to, a positive ray of sunshine, and a fan of red velvet cake, cookies, and she sews her clothes. Oh my god, she's literally me. She's almost like me. Okay, I'm gonna put her in super. I love her vibe. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like a happy go lucky person who can make their own clothes? I can't make my own clothes, but I can knit, so close enough. We have enough traits. Next up is Kenny, right? I think that's his name. Yep, Kenny. Okay, so he is a farmer. Let's see. So Kenny, his hobbies are playing the flute. Okay, and he likes vegan tacos and he dislikes cheese. Oh, is he fully vegan? So Kenny is a part-time rancher and a full-time bachelor. He grew up in Coral Island, has fostered close relationship with other islanders, excuse me, be it people, animals, trees, spirits, and all beyond. All of them. Besides making friends, he loves having lunch outdoors, vegan tacos, and cold kombucha. Okay. Kenny lives with his parents at a cabin in the forest and goes to the ranch every day to take care of animals. Hmm. He usually spends his lunch breaks in the forest or by the lake, sitting on the ground, snacking on edamame and playing the flutes. I don't really like cowboys, not gonna lie. Um, and like his little bio that he has, at least on Wiki, um, he's kind of boring. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm sorry, but not it. Like, I don't even think we can be friends. He likes outdoors too much. I don't even like going outside. Okay, so next up we have Leia, and I know she is like a very disliked character in the community for some reason, which I never really understood why. Like I've seen so many other people's rankings of them, and she always ends up in the very bottom, to like the dateable category, or people even make new lists like I did and put her at the very bottom. So let's read up on it and see why, because she's really aesthetically pleasing. I love her hair. She gives off rich bitch energy. She's a baddie. So let's see. So she's a yoga instructor, and I think her parents are rich. Yeah, because her residency is the Victorian mansion. She's bougie. So her hobbies are yoga and photography. Okay. She likes pearls and she dislikes mushrooms, eggs, and all fish. See, I love fish. I grew up with eating so much fish. So that's like a hard deal breaker. So she lives a bachelorette life with her father and stepmom in an old, massive house that the locals call the mansion. She's a self hired yoga instructor at the community center and takes her online presence seriously. She spends her day wandering around the island with a camera on hand. Leia's mother is a art dealer who travels the world constantly, so when her parents divorced after a long deliberation between the lawyers and what seems like a lifetime worth of legal fees, they decided it would be best for Leia to stay with her dad. So this was to retain some sort of stability in her life. She also loves to be surrounded by nature, fine arts, and a closet full of designer collections. Okay, Leia. I really like her actually. Like I don't understand the hate or the dislike she gets. Um, cause honestly, I don't know. Like she doesn't. I mean, I guess you can perceive her as pretentious or maybe like a standard rich mean girl. But I think she's really unique within this cast. Not only with character design but also background. So I'm gonna put her in beautiful because I think she's great. I would like to be her friend. She sounds really cool. Okay, next up we have Miss Lily. She's so cute. Okay, so Lily has a father named Jim and her brother is Theo. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so she likes bonsai, kimchi, onigiri, omurice, cheese, wine, and sunflowers. Oh my god, we have so many likes that are the same. Bonsais are adorable. I actually like kimchi. Onigiri is great. I've never had omurice though. I always wanted to try that. Cheese, delish, and sunflowers. But she dislikes diamonds, which is understandable. There's a lot of um, different materials you can use for like wedding rings or even jewelry. So, this is her description. Despite having a well paid remote job, Lily still lives at home with her dad and brother, Theo. Usually, she spends her days working at home and like to visit the lake or library on the weekends. Once a week, usually on a Monday, Lily would stay at the abandoned villa as a favor to her good friend Nina. She watches the villa while Nina is away and uses that time to recuperate. Lily loves miniature bonsai. Oh my god. Honestly, I really like Lily. I think she's such a vibe. I think we can relate. So I'm gonna put her in super. I love her so far. So in the characters in super are characters I'd probably romance in this game. So yeah, or at least have high friendships with. Okay, next up we have Luke right here. Okay, so he is a socket electronics owner. So he owns a little electronics store we see in the trailer. I can't remember which one. I just saw it around. Um, he lives on a hillside brewery and vineyard, so he's probably a rich boy. Oh, and he is. His preferences are ratatouille and wine. Ooh. And he dislikes beach scavengables. So does that mean he dislikes seashells or like starfish? Because I don't know. That kind of seems pretentious. Like okay, just to take it back. You know how Leia's always getting so much like dislikes because she comes off as more pretentious. I don't really see the same argument being said about Luke. So that's very interesting. So he comes from old money and he lives with his parents and his dog Taco in the manor behind the vineyard, a family business that he feels pressure to take over. Yeah, I think we can all relate to having pressure to follow in our family's footsteps. He's not a fan of the silver spoon, and he likes to run the Sonic Electronics in his spare time in an attempt to create a name for himself separate from his family legacy. Oh, I like that. So he wants to be his own person. He doesn't want to, take over his family's business. In his free time, he frequents the Beak Shack for some fresh seafood. He's good friends with Ben and Paulo. Uh, I like Luke. I think he's cool. I like to get to know his character more in the game. Like he does semi interest me. So I'm gonna put him in cute with Alice. I think he'd be really cool to get to know and maybe be friends with. But his description doesn't really give anything, and that's what's so hard to rank. I'm gonna move into beautiful. I do find it admirable that he wants to find his own name for himself instead of having to, succumb to familiar pressures. So next up, we got Miss Millie. Ooh, she is a photographer and she lives in the Coral Inn. So her hobbies are taking pictures, playing video games. Okay, she likes pizza. Oh my god. Yes. And she dislikes pickles. That's not a huge deal breaker. I'm meh with pickles. I'll eat it sometimes. Okay, so she grew up on a neighboring island and now lives full time at the inn. She makes a living by selling images to a visual media company, Pletty Incorporation. Before Coral Island, she went to university for finance and tried her luck working a corporate job for 3 years while selling photography as a side gig. At one point, she decided to pursue photography professionally and left the corporate job before embarking on a life as an artist. She moved back home for a year, catching up with her family while preparing her island hopping career. Though she didn't say how long she would stay in Coral Island, she mentioned she would eventually move on to another island unless she has a good reason not to. An only child, she loves simple nights, taking photos, playing video games, and Stefan. She named her lobster Stefan. Okay, interesting. Anyways, I like her, but I'm just gonna put her in dateable. Like I really I like her personality, but also I feel like she's one of those characters that if you get with, it feels like you're gonna hold them back with what they want to do in life. Because she's not even planning on staying on Coral Island, right? So she just wants to stay there for a little bit, move on. Like I don't want to like if you date them or marry them, then she has to cut off her plans. It's just like one of those characters where I'd rather just be friends with, but I really don't see like ever wanting to like get up to such a high friendship level and or even romance her. Um, so yeah, let's just put Millie in dateable. Okay, so the next one we have up is Millie. Okay, so she is so cute. She has one of like the most caring designs, I think. Like she looks so lovely and just nice to talk to. I feel like you can just rant to her about everything and then she's just gonna be so nice and understanding and listens to you. So yeah, let's see. So her hobbies include birdwatching, and she does like veggie ramen, okay, but she dislikes fish. Okay, so Millie owns a house in Garden Lane and rents one of their rooms out to Yuri. She works at the library and likes to spend her free time birdwatching. Not only does she take good care of the books at the library, her responsibilities include helping the mayor with arranging festivals, donations, and she loves old book restorations. I think that's all there is about her on her wiki page. That's kind of unfortunate. I really like her character design, and I think she's so pretty. But to be honest, she's kind of boring. Like I don't find the appeal in bird watching. And she works at the library. So sorry, I don't like reading books. Okay, so next up we have Nina. Okay, so Nina likes banana fritter, a flower bouquet, but she dislikes bananas and tomato soup. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what a fritter is. I've never had a banana fritter. So I don't know how to put that two and two together and how you dislike banana, but you don't like banana fritter, or but you like banana fritter, you know? So Nina doesn't technically live on Coral Island anymore, but still visits her vacation home at the beach. From time to time, aside from the wild rumors around town, this bachelorette has never talked about her abrupt departure. So has it remained a mystery until now. Nina is well educated and enjoys lavish vacations. She is close friends with Suki as well as friends with Alice and Lily. Again, I don't know. There's not much to go on. I like her character design, but I don't want to rank characters by their looks because it's kind of boring, right? Because they can look nice, but they can. I'm just gonna put her in dateable. They can look nice, but their personalities may be boring as hell. Okay, so we've been going on with a lot of the female bachelorettes, so now we're gonna be going on to the males with Noah. Okay, so minus points for the name because oh, that's a name of one of my cousins, and ooh, I don't know. Imagine like marrying somebody with like the same name as one of your cousins or like your siblings. Like that's okay. Anyways, Betty, not Betty. Noah's mother is Betty, And he is the brother of Frank and Erica. So he does like durian, sunny side up, and ganache, but he dislikes metal bars. I don't. That's like so random. Like that's the most weird metal bar, so that doesn't take off any points because it's like, how did the hell does it affect anybody? Anyways. Oh, also I think Noah, yeah, Noah's Blasian because his mother Betty is some form of Asian because they don't really specify. But yeah, so Noah is Blasian, which is really cool. So Noah was born and raised and settled in Coral Island with a brief departure to Tokyo for university years. Now back in Coral Island, he spends his days running the tavern in a bland colored khakis. Though he would rather spend his days taking care of his mom Betty, he does have other hobbies. On rare occasions he is free. He enjoys long walks, discussing theories of unexplained phenomena with Alice, and watching a gourmet gelato making shows. And he comes with a big family of three siblings. Oh, that's cute. So I like how he's a family person. Um, he's educated. He wants to take care of his mother and his parents. Like that's such a major part of my culture too, is taking care of your elders and respecting them. So we can relate on a lot of that aspects as well. I like Noah. I'm gonna give him amazing. For now, it feels wrong because I still don't really know that much about him. It's hard to like rank some of these characters because they don't have a good enough like descriptions about them. I'm gonna put him in. I'll leave him in amazing. Sure. Okay. Next up, we have Paulo or Pablo. Oh my god, I'm dumb. So he is the blacksmith, and his brother is Raphael. His ex sister in law is Alice and Suki. Okay, and he has a niece named Valentina, which is Suki's daughter. Um, so he likes sweet potato poutine. I've never had poutine. It looks so good. I really want to try that, but I've never heard of sweet potato poutine. That's really cool. And he dislikes durian, which is understandable. I mean, I've never really had durian because my family doesn't like it, but yeah. So Pablo and his brother Rafael are both blacksmiths and bachelors. He's never been caught without a smile on his face. Pablo is a natural attraction for the locals, singles or not. According to his brother, despite Pablo's Casanova persona, he's a romantic at heart and is ready to settle down when the right person comes along. When Pablo isn't smelting ores, he can be found at the town around the town, lending hands to townsfolk cleaning up graveyards or tossing anecdotes at the tavern. He hates beaches. He dislikes the sand in his shoes. So he can't wear sandals? I actually really do like Pablo. I think he's really cute. I think he's nice. And I like his character description. So he's a romantic. He just wants to settle down. Um, I know going on beaches is like a deal breaker because he hates beaches. But honestly, I like going to beaches, but not that much, anyways. So I don't think that holds him back. So I'm gonna put him in super. He's great. I like him so much so far. He's gonna be one of the characters I definitely talk to. Okay, and then right after Paulo, we have Raphael. Okay, so Raphael is also a blacksmith, and we already know their whole relationship, so I don't have to go over that like for 50,000 times. So he likes onyx, which is like a mineral, and he dislikes fresh salad. Okay. Ah, okay. He runs a local blacksmith. He is also an eligible bachelor. As reserved fellow, Raphael is rarely seen out of town, but on rare days he does venture out. He can be found at the Socket Electronics or Coral Inn, visiting his ex-sister-in-law and niece. He can be helpful with upgrading your tools. He likes horror movies, weaponry, and silence. Silence. And he dislikes loud music. So I know Raphael is, I think, one of the Coral Islands like fan favorites. Like everybody loves him, and he is really attractive. I can see why. Like his looks, he is one of the more attractive characters in this game because he looks like such a soft teddy bear. He likes horror movies. I I like more comedy based, but I don't mind horror. But he likes silence. Like I understand wanting to just sit in silence some days, but loud music. Er, it's so weird. I don't know. Because I like music. I like listening to music on speakers and everything. So if that's something that you don't really like, because music is such a huge part of my life, I enjoy listening to music every day. It's just a calming experience. So personally, for me, I'm gonna put him in cute. He was never one of the characters I was like fully obsessed with either at the very beginning, anyways. But after reading, he doesn't like music and other stuff like that. But his other things seem fine. He doesn't like salad either, which is interesting. Okay, so now we got the frat boy Scott. Let's see. So Scott is a archaeologist, and he likes Node. Node. I'm so confused. Node. What is that? And he likes egg custard, which I do too. Oh my god, egg custard's amazing. So he dislikes tulips, specifically tulips, not just flowers in general. So Scott is a city boy at heart, always up for fun and never a bore. He found a passion for artifacts and has dedicated his life to it. After many heartbreaks and not wanting to be known as the town's infamous playboy, Scott moved to Coral Island to start a new life. He's currently renting a room from Charles at 1 Main Ave in Scarlet Town. Aside from getting into relationships, Scott enjoys strong coffee, rainy days, and vintage jazz. He frequents the local tavern on the weekends. So he just sounds like like a really nice person, like a vibe to just hang out and chill with. Um, but it just sounds nice. Like he enjoys just thinking about the scenery is like drinking coffee on a rainy day, appreciating the rain and listening to jazz, which I don't really like jazz music, but I guess it sets the mood. Um, this is a hard one. See, I do like his personality. I think it's really cool. And I do like his character design is very well made. It's so hard to choose where to go because honestly, all of these characters are very nice. They have such amazing character designs. But it really just depends on personalities what really ranks them. But I think they're all great, and whoever you personally like most, um, is a very valid choice. So I'm gonna put Scott in super for now. We can always make revisions later at the end of the list, but so far he's one of the other characters that have impressed me enough to put him, you know, at super. So let's see Miss Suki. Okay, so she is the Coral Inn owner. She is divorced, which is very interesting, and she's I think one of the very first characters to ever have a child and be a divorcee. Like that's dateable in these type of games. Like I really can't recall any other characters who have had kids and have gotten divorced and are marriageable. So she likes green smoothies, and that's all. And she dislikes pizza, a pineapple upside down cake. I don't really like pineapple upside down cake either, but pizza. Okay, so Suki is recently divorced and according to her nightstand, currently finding love from within and learning to expand love. Focusing on herself, she drowns herself in work, exercise, and building a healthy co-parenting relationship with her ex. Though she is no longer a Sancha, she still keeps a close relationship with the whole family. Oh, that's cute. So she is a single mother and a daughter from her previous relation, and has a daughter from her previous marriage. Though not initially a marriage candidate, Suki was added as a bachelorette due to Coral Island's crowdfunding. So she has stretch marks actually, and I think that's amazing. I think it's so cool to show off a lot more body diversity and a lot more realistic bodies like that. So I really do like that. I think that's so cool. And she has a twin sister with Alice. So actually, I like Suki, but reading her character description about wanting to find love with from within, and just a lot of self development and exercise, I put her in just dateable. Like I really like her vibe, and I think she's a really cool person. But I don't think there's really room in your life, and like in her life, for like a partner or anything, because she just wants to focus on herself and her kids. So I don't feel right if you were able to romance her. In my opinion, you can romance her in your playthroughs. I would not. I like to be her friend, so I'm gonna keep her in Dateable. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to Soraya. Surya? Surya? And he is a marine biologist. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, by the way. So his uncle is Joko, and he has an aunt named Dinda, and a cousin named Archie. So he has residency at the carpenter, and he likes Lora, and he dislikes milk. And I think Lora is a Indonesian dish. Um, yeah, so let's see. So Soria is an eligible marriage candidate, and he is a fresh marine biologist graduate who's currently doing a fellowship at Coral Island. Like you, he is new to the island. Ooh, so you can have like the new people to island type of romance and everything. Um, Shortly after he submitted his dissertation, he realized that a fancy degree didn't guarantee a job. So when he was given the opportunity to join Ling's research project, and Ling is Leia's stepmother, I believe, he was ecstatic and he packed his bags and moved in with his uncle and aunt Joko and Linda in the hillside. He works at the lab on the weekdays and spends his free time hanging out with Luke in the vineyard and relaxing at the beach. Oh, I like him. He's really cute. But let's see. I'm surprised he's like friends with Luke. I don't know. Their personalities just seem so different. I'm gonna put him in super. Like I like him a lot. So until he gives me a reason not to, I'm gonna keep him in super. That's one of the romanceable options for moi. Okay, so let's do one female, and so we have a female and male left over. So we have Miss Yuri, and I love her design. I think she has the most unique design out of all the bachelors and bachelorettes in this game. She's a doctor, which I think was amazing to have a female doctor. She has a lot of piercings and tattoos. She loves colorful hair, so her hobbies are playing pool and playing chess. She likes fish sandwich, period, green curry, and lobster, and she dislikes flowers. Um, that's kind of okay. I guess I like flowers personally. So when Yuri is not busy keeping the islanders healthy, she can be spotted hanging out or playing chess at the beach sack. She also likes tattoos, pastel hair, and playing pool. Yuri is not your usual MD, as she spent her 20s as a doctor who crossed many borders, frequently dispatched to remote areas to practice for little to no pay. Oh, so she's really sweet too. So that's presumably why she has no decent savings and decided to settle in Starlit Town, a boat ride away from her hometown, Tosaka. She is close with her roommate Millie and fellow MD Charles. Oh, that's so cute. I really like her. I'm gonna move her to S. I think she's really cool, and I like how inspiring she is by choosing to work in less fortunate areas so that people can get treated. So next up we have Theo. So this is the brother of Lily, and he is a fisherman. So his hobbies are guitar and singing, and he likes yellow moray eel. Ooh, I love eating eel. It's so good. It's delish. And he likes fish tacos. He dislikes beer and wine, so he doesn't like alcohol. And that's fine. I don't really like it either. So on the weekends, he makes a quick buck performing live at the tavern. He doesn't have what people call a decent voice, but he does have soul when he performs. Apparently, according to him, that's what's important. He lives in 2 Main Street with his dad, who was once a fisherman, and his sister Lily. Theo doesn't drink. He loves outdoor cookouts, festivals, camping, but he hates traveling. Uh, so I like Theo. I think he's really cool. Um, Traveling is low key a really important thing that I really like personally. Like I love traveling everywhere. I think it's a really fun experience. So to be honest, that's the only thing that deducts his points. But I do like his character design very much, and his personality is really good. So I'm gonna put him in super because I do want to. He is one of the ones I do want to get to know more on the island and perhaps romance. He's one of the bachelors that I really like, but not traveling. That's kind of sad. But it's not like in Coral Island you can travel anyways, so it's not even a deal breaker in that term, like in that setting. But you know. So last up, we have Zara. She is so cool looking. Okay, so she is a treasure hunter and she resides on Zara's boat. That's so cool. She has her own boat. And she likes rambutan. Oh my god. One of my favorites that I grew up with. And she likes azurite. Okay, azurite's really pretty. She dislikes roasted chestnuts, which I don't mind at all because I don't really like them either. So, she is an adventurer at heart. Zara lives on a boat and she enjoys going around island and finding treasures, be it gems, old artifacts, or buried history. Zara was born and raised on the other side of Coral Island. When her boat is not docked at its usual place, she is presumed to visit her family, but what's really going on in her life, nobody really knows. She can be a bit of a she can be a bit mysterious at times, and she is allergic to cats. So if you're a cat lover, unfortunately, Zara's not going to be it for you. She's allergic. I think she's a really cool character. I think she'll be really fun to know. I'm gonna put her in beautiful. I'm not really the adventuring type. Like I know I like traveling, but like I don't want to go like boat rides or go digging or like trying to find stuff. So I think she's cool. I'd like to be her friend, and I'm hopefully we'd be able to get on her boat and travel. Okay, so this is my ranking. Now let's just go through and see who I want or don't want in certain positions. So, I like Ava, but I think I'm gonna move her down to amazing. I think she's really cool, and we do have a lot of the same personality, but I don't know. I don't know if I see the same attraction. And I'm gonna be moving down Scott as well to amazing because he is cool. I just don't know if I keep it survive. But I think these five at the top are going to be solidified as my choices that I will be going after and wanting to find more about their personalities and also their stories and go more in depth with those. So, um, the marriage options are obviously going to be between Theo, Soraya, Soria. I'm so sorry. I'll search it up eventually, and then Pablo, and then Lily is great, and so is Suki or Yuri. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Noah, I'm gonna keep in amazing. I'm gonna move him down one, and I'm gonna move up Luke. Actually, I think Luke is more interesting. I really like how he is, um, trying to find himself and make a name for his own self. I find that really admirable. So I do want to move him up to amazing because I do want to get to know his character more and see where that goes. With cute, I think I do want to move up Raphael to beautiful. I do think I want to give him more of a chance and actually spend more time with his character when the game gets released, to see how he is. And I think I want to move up Nina to cute because she is really cool. I do like Nina. She doesn't live on the island though, so I'm really curious how she's gonna be appearing in the game. Like, is it just on certain days you're gonna be able to interact with her, or whatever reason she's gonna be gone? So yeah, but everything else, I think I have them in the correct placements. I'm pretty happy with this list. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button and click the thumbs up. Bye, everybody.